Usually, nasa semifinals yan minimum. Di kaya, of course, he goes all the way to the finals. Pero
CJ Perez attacks the basket, the floater, a little bit too strong. The tap goes to Junmar.
and that
should go to Brundial. Once again, they go deep into Junmar. Chongson is a hit. It's 4-0. Well, obviously, the combinations of Coach Leo was different from Coach George. And here, CJ Perez gets straight to the cup.
And the guy who was given the task to shoot was Miranda.
That's going to drop here for Junmar Fajardo. It is 8-0.
And they are displaying it. They're playing good defense, and they know where their advantage is. Just get the ball.
So now for Coach Leo Bell, he's got a full deck of cards to work with. And so far, Enlex has yet to buy a basket.
And just speaking of Coach Leo Austria, this is where he belongs. He's a 9-time PBA champion, a 4-time PBA Coach of the Year. And he's so much better, really calling the shots as the head coach. And another shot here for San Miguel. What you're seeing is a lot of... Because Junmar Fajardo will always be lagging behind on defense in transition.
Look at Chongson, all day to shoot. And that, of course, is because you had the defense scrambling once again.
And Junmar is really enjoying it, playing alongside the shooter. The first basket of Chongson was a handoff pass earlier for a perimeter J. Now his second basket is a three-pointer. Junmar likes it, you know why? Because if the outside shooters are on target, he will have a bigger operating space inside the paint.
Eventually, it will open up for Pointer. Finally, Miranda says after 3 failed attempts, it goes to Brundial. Perez, that's too easy.
Better in terms of just finding ways to score. This San Miguel team is really out there just playing good basketball. And we've been saying that not only are they delivering the goods on offense, they're actually scoring easy baskets because of the steals, interceptions, forced turnovers. This is now an 11-point advantage for the Beermen.
Quick basket inside by Valdez. But they need to do something defensively, Coach. They cannot trade baskets. They're already down by 9.
Now, if you allow San Miguel to score on the break, that's going to be very difficult for you to even keep in step. Why? Because you will also have a hard time defending the half-court offense of this team. So what is glaring right now is...
As Chris Ross makes his first entry here for the Beermen.
This is something new. Tseng coming in early in the first quarter because the starters really played well, specifically CJ Perez, who erupted for 9.
Up and under move here for Teng.
That is what you can get.
He feels he's got the advantage here over Nieto, but he loses it.
He has to slow down a little bit.
Easy 2 for Enlex.
This is going to be a huge issue because
Nieto to Alas. Alas will try to attack the interior. Ramirez for 3. Yes!
He has that range. He can definitely shoot from the outside, and he just showed it.
Here's another steal. This is where Enlex can try to take advantage. 3-point play here.
Now they're pushing that rock. They like to run San Miguel to the ground, sensing that San Miguel always has a hard time.
The Beermen go. Right now, they don't look comfortable. Trollano creates, and that'll drop for Don.
That's just a quality basket.
And also save his only big man in Miranda for when Junmar comes in. But Mo Tautua says, I'm going to make mincemeat of the defense.
And Mo Tautua's eyes just lit up. He is up against a natural 2 guard. He's going to take that particular guy to school.
Rogers in for the first time. These are the turnovers Enlex cannot afford. To the wing, Kahilig, open 3, bang!
He's a smooth shooter from the outside. Well set up by the driving Tseng. Another 13-point advantage. Oh, this is now the big lead of San Miguel at 13.
Alas, left open for this 3, and he connects. Roger finds Alas once again. As you can see, the 3-point numbers San Miguel at 50%. Trollano inside, glides for two.
He is.
Semrad.
Awesome anticipation by Don Trollano that time. And look at this finish. And he was able to...
CJ Perez, another floater. Seems like they've forgotten about CJ when he's holding on to the basketball.
In the scoring department is Robert Bolick. So that's a good sign for the Road Warriors.
4 for Trollano. Trollano will give it up. Perez with the attack inside. And again, he scores.
And the issue for the Road Warriors is the fact that they don't have a big guy. There is no rim protection right now for them.
There's no fear whatsoever in the eyes of CJ Perez.
He's a guarded, well-defended man right now.
That's a good assist, though.
That is where he makes a living. Anthony Semrad will just situate himself
inside. They swing it to the wing. Perez gets away once again with another layup.
And great job by Rodney Brundial.
And so far, Coach Joe Chico looks pleased with the fact that Ramirez is holding his own up against Junmar Fajardo. Whammy will hit a three. Quick spin, and Bolic's going to come up short, though.
Found himself wide open. He was not used to that. And CJ Perez, one of the best fast break finishers in the league. As long as they don't shoot well from the three-point area, it will be very difficult for Bolick to look for his penetrations.
Here's Ramirez. And he's going to get that three-point play to drop. As you can see, he quickly is running down the floor.
The game plan, Ramirez, very deceptive. I've mentioned that earlier. He's actually quick on his feet. And you go up against Junmar, you focus on...
Torres has also made a good account of himself so far here. Mocon gets away with an easy slam there.
Oh, well run. Baseline out of bounds play by the Road Warriors. And I just saw the spring of Mocon. Without enough momentum, was still able to make that slam dunk.
Look at that CJ Perez flip.
CJ Perez not able to locate his original man who cut strong towards the rim and put CJ Perez to get the possession back.
Mocon inside will score. Showing us an array of moves there.
The lead is just down to 9 points. This is not a safe lead for San Miguel.
And there's CJ once again. Kicks it out. Marshall for three. That's like a free throw for him.
Oh, yes. And all of a sudden, he was subbed. So he's just a true professional. But of course,
that's
at the
part
back
of the
his
rotation.
At the back of his mind, come on, make me stay a little longer.
That's the second miss from essentially the same spot for Robert Bolick. Looking a little lethargic here.
Doesn't have the lift that we're used to seeing.
Perez left wide open and hits a three.
And what is nice when you have a Junmar Fajardo giving off that handoff pass. He creates so much space. It's going to be a huge problem for the defender of CJ Perez.
Miranda will attack and hit.
Lucky shot. But it's still enough to cut the lead down to 13. But they need to make multiple stops right now. There's still a lot of time left to launch a comeback.
Step back there for Chong Son.
Look at his move. That separation, step back jumper. All of a sudden the defense was no longer in sight of him because he's gonna get wide open looks, because he will not be defended the way he was defended in his previous team, because he was again the primary attacker.
Well-timed cut there by Robbie Herndon. Gets nudged in the head, and he's going to be on the line looking to complete a three-point play. Trollano. That's a wide-open three for Kahili. Bang!
And And the only reason why they're still back is they're playing good defense. They're forcing a lot of turnovers. They're making it hard for Junmar Fajardo to score. Junmar has a total of 9, but he has only taken 5 attempts so far.
Having Tautua there together with Fajardo.
Robert Bolling going away, not using the screen. He was able to reject it. And that step back jumper.
Shot clock is down to 3. Here's Herndon for 2.
Good bailout move by Herndon. Freddy Abuda. If he gets that ball right there, call it automatic.
Exactly. Scoring there is Mo Tautua. He's coming alive here. He says, okay, take a look at Junmar. I'm going to do and score my points. Lead is back up to 10. Bolik hits the ground. That's going to drop. Torres coming alive here. Junmar up. Not going to challenge, not going to take that 3. Tautua. Now they'll go inside. Now the Kraken will force the issue.
Junmar Fajardo. But what about this look? Elegant shot there by...
How does Mokon miss that one? What a great defensive stop there from Semerad.
You appreciate the aggressiveness of the Road Warriors. But if you are a few games behind the number 3 or the number 2 or the number 4 for that matter, aim for the top 4.
Little tweak there in the format. Usually
it's top 2.
And here come the Road Warriors once again. Sets up Miranda. Miranda open for 3. And the lead is down to 2.
Great assist pass by Robert Pollock. And Miranda hitting the bottom of the net.
And again with the unenviable task of guarding Junmar Fajardo. They go inside. There's a seal. Looking for the Kraken once again. There's a quick double. They swing it around. Chongsun's going to get denied by Miranda. They're in no rush. They're within striking distance. And they look for their captain once again. Nice setup. Bahio hits.
Timely basket once again. This time, Bahio making sure. And look at that. Timely block shot.
Their first victory of the conference. Johnson, they'll go inside. Quick move there by the Kraken with the left hand. Not the best of passes. Robert will get this one. Mokon blocked there by CJ Perez. Shot clock is down to 7. Junmar's got to make his move. Finds CJ Perez.
And just in the nick of time, Junmar Fajardo once again. And he found a big one in CJ Perez.
So no more fouls to give for either squad. Bolik looking to create. Gets past his defender and scores.
He was just there patiently waiting for that brush screen provided by Miranda. It paused the defense of CJ Perez a little bit and he stepped on the gas, turbo boosted his run towards the rim and scored on a layup.
CJ to Chongson, whammy for 3. Bang!
And that is why he is such a dangerous player.
Trying to stay there with Bolik. Sets up Miranda. Miranda for 4. Yes!
Oh, they are still alive. Marshall Lassiter. But what about Miranda? Another 4-pointer to cut the lead of San Miguel to just 3.
Enlex out of timeouts. That's a timely swipe there by CJ. Well, that's when the assistant coaches have got to remind the players not to come up with.
Coach Leo's team was challenged, but they know how to play in crunch time situations. They made the right plays. They made the timely shots, and now San Miguel securing their first victory in the All-Filipino Conference.